Hey everybody, happy Friday. Hope everyone has had a good week this week. Has anyone else besides myself enjoyed the Garden Awakens update? So I actually started live streaming that this week on Tuesday, and excuse me, I came by. I spent a decent bit of time here, but honestly, I wasn't able to find a lot. There was only one tree that I came across that had a creaking heart, and that's what I'm showing you right now. And there it is. Now, I will say, if you're not aware, you do have to mine a creaking heart with Silk Touch, otherwise you don't get it. So, and on Bedrock, apparently, they are super rare. So make sure you're using Silk Touch in order to get the creaking heart. Also, it takes a very long time to mine, just heads up. Anyway, I got the creaking heart. I took it back to my base. I wasn't entirely sure what I would need it for, but it turns out I am glad I took it. I was operating on the assumption that by growing pale oak trees from saplings that you could get more creaking hearts. Turns out that's not true. You can't actually get creaking hearts from growing pale oak trees. You can only get them from naturally generated pale oak trees in the Pale Garden biome. However, one cool thing that I did find to be true, if you have resin, you can combine resin with a pale oak log and make a creaking heart. But I did end up bringing some pale oak trees back. I made myself my own little miniature Pale Garden biome while I was attempting to get more creaking hearts. This was before I discovered that you could craft them. So I staked out here for a while, wasn't able to get any, which was a little bit of a disappointment, but I still had fun doing it anyway. And I got an obscene amount of pale oak wood. Like, I got so much pale oak wood, I don't know if I'm ever going to use it all. But I did end up crafting designing a resin farm. There's probably a simpler way to do it, but I was just kind of going off of the first design that came to mind, which was a trident killer. So if you can trap the creaking here, for as long as it's spawned, it will generate resin on the tree, which is nice, or on the pale oak logs surrounding the creaking heart. Anyway, I've got a couple of other methods or designs in my head that I may end up testing, but as of right now, I haven't tried any other forms yet. So this is what I've got. This is actually a super simple design too. There's very little work to it. The Trident Killer is actually the most intensive part. Then you just got to create a platform for the creaking to spawn on. And I would recommend, if you're going to do this, I would recommend doing it above an ocean or above a very large expanse. You want to have a platform somewhere where the creaking can't spawn on other land adjacent to it or underneath it or above it. And from the creaking heart, I know the creaking can spawn in a 16 block radius around it. So I'm making this platform about 32 blocks long and 32 blocks wide, just so I've got my bases covered. I have the full area for them to spawn on. But yeah. I do want to take a moment to offer my gratitude to you all. I haven't really given an update on numbers or anything lately, but my YouTube channel is now sitting at 87 subscribers as of the time of this recording. And that's a huge jump from where I was just a couple weeks ago. So I appreciate that. And if you guys are on the early side of my channel, then I appreciate you. And I would love it if you all would share my videos, share my channel. Also, a couple of videos ago, I had shown some progress on my barn that I'm making. and I still have an active poll to determine which wood plank type to use for my barn. So you go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to that if you would be so kind, and vote on that poll. Help me decide what to do. I would like to conclude that poll on Monday, as of that's going to be Monday, December 9th. So if you're seeing this video prior to that, please go vote, and we'll eventually build that barn. So my resin farm here is done now, and I'm showing you how this works. So creaking spawns over there. Now I do actually have to go onto the platform to draw him closer since he is so far away. And I also discovered a bow with knockback does move the creaking, and I had thought that they were supposed to be immovable. I didn't think that you could push the creaking or move it around or anything at all. So maybe I misremembered that information. If anybody knows the answer, let me know, because I'm genuinely curious. But anyhow, I'm going to go in there, attract the creaking, draw him over to my trident killer, just so I can work on getting some resin here. So, is this something that you all are interested in doing yourselves? Because I do want to use resin for armor trims. I want to use the resin bricks. I like the texture. I know a lot of people don't, but I like the look of it, and I would really like to do more, so that obviously is going to take a lot of resin to get there. Okay, so here we go. Hope Eddie follows me. Yep, there he is. Cool. Now jumping over to the trident killer. There he is. And now that I'm watching him, he's stuck in there, and as you can tell, once he's in there, it's a real easy way to get passive resin. Now, the trick with this here is the tree is going to get resin on it pretty quickly. It's going to fill up like all the spots. It flushes out on a 3x3 grid, I think. I haven't fully tested it, but once it fills up, you'll have to go collect the resin before you can actually get more to spawn on the tree. I do recommend harvesting it with a fortune pickaxe, but yeah, that's what I got. I appreciate you all tuning in on today's video. We'll see you on Monday. Thanks, guys.